Hello, welcome to Daily News from Al-Jawadain TV. Public meetings of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Qom. The House of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Qom hosted another round of the public meetings of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. In these meetings, the Grand Jurist meets various groups of seminarians, clerics, religious scholars, activists, and the public groups of people. Discussions on Islamic fiqh and beliefs are also part of these meetings. Al-Faqih Shirazi, published by Darul Ulum Publishing Center. The publishing house of Darul Ulum in Lebanon, in cooperation with Shirazi Institute, published the book Al-Faqih Shirazi. This book comes in 21 volumes, which unfolds parts of the life of the late Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Reza Shirazi, with pieces of his writings on various topics of Islamic sciences. This collection contains chapters titled Reflection in the Quran, Clarifications on the Ilm of Usul, Clarifications on Jurisprudence, and so on and so forth. Shia Rights Watch expresses worries after anti-Shia rallies in Pakistan. Shia Rights Watch expresses immense concern in regards to recent anti-Shia protests in Karachi, Pakistan. Within the rally, affiliates of Sipah Sahaba and Tahrik Labbaik Pakistan waved flags and shouted derogatory slurs against the Shia Muslims, calling them infidels and damaging not only identified Shia property, but also the city's public infrastructure. Shia Muslims in Pakistan exist as a minority population. For years, the group has faced uncontrollable violence in the hands of the extremists who consider them outside of the faith of Islam. Labels such as infidels and rejectors are frequently used to ostracize Shia Muslims and justify killing them. The most recent justification of anti-Shiism included the coronavirus, which some have labeled the Shia virus, scapegoating the population for the country's pandemic. While it would be expected that the presence of deadly disease would overpower biases, incidents of religious discrimination highlight the extent of dehumanization that fuels cultural violence in Pakistan. In Islamabad, anti-Shiism in a layperson was deep enough to justify watching a countryman die as he retracted willingness to donate blood when he discovered the recipient to be a Shia Muslim. Pakistan has seen a stark increase in violence against Shia Muslims starting at the beginning of the Arabic month of Muharram. Shia Muslims face heightened rates of human rights violations in this month as their open and visible rituals make them targets for anti-Shiism. Nonetheless, the recent incidents of anti-Shiism rallies in Pakistan are unprecedented. Since then, numerous Shia Muslims have reported that their homes and businesses were vandalized with derogatory labels, making them visible targets of violence. Shia congregations are met with mobs, and their congregation halls are damaged by rocks and pellets. The killing of Shia Muslim individuals in Karachi occurs in broad daylight with little to no intervention by authorities. Shia Muslims in Pakistan spend their days in the margins of the country they helped build. They feel endangered, so much so that they may choose to practice their faith in secret. Shia Rights Watch urges the Pakistani authorities to institute justice for Shia Muslims in this country. We denounce the most recent rallies against Shia Muslims along with the complete lack of regard for the local and national authorities. Misbah Al-Hussein Foundation hosts social figures in Holy Karbala. As part of a campaign to assist needy and low-income families, Misbah Al-Hussein Relief Foundation, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Karbala, hosted groups of distinguished social figures in the city. These meetings were aimed at making the necessary arrangements to send meat packages to the needy, orphans, and the families of the Iraqi martyrs. The visitors at this meeting appreciated the great and continuous stances of Misbah Al-Hussein Foundation to support the needy families and its activities to meet their various needs in the social and legal fields. Anwar Al-Jawadain Institute honors Muharram 2020 in Baghdad, Iraq. Anwar Al-Jawadain Cultural Institute, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Baghdad, commemorated the martyrdom of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, during Muharram 2020. Groups of cultural and religious figures, as well as public groups of Shia believers, took part in these commemorations. Recitation of Holy Quran, religious lectures by Sheikh Akil Al-Qadami, as well as eulogies in honor of the Holy Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them, were some parts of the programs in these commemorations.